If the Willie Lynch letter is authentic, then the spell of self-hate should have been lifted by now. But here we are, 2025, still doing shit that's detrimental to the state of black existence, all for the sake of keeping it a buck. You ever notice Mr. Charlie, you know? They can fight each other like lions versus leopards, but still find a way to come together at the end of the day, and they can go play golf. On the green, men meet under this white umbrella, and they swing iron between their legs like it's their love muscle. And their only objective is to knock a little white ball off the face of the earth. And this is symbolic. It probably started as a smear campaign, turned into a game, but now it's a sport. Thinking back, the only truth that I was ever taught in public school was math. Everything else was Mr. Charlie's side of the story. I guess that's why history is classified as his story. All the flavor that black people gave this country to help make it great is always erased. And it makes it like we fell from the sky and we landed into slavery. And then we jumped up and marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the right to sit on the same toilet seat with white people. That's because in America, racism is a religion. Religion is a Ponzi scheme. And a good way to tell you're going through a bad neighborhood is when you see a lot of churches. There's usually 2 or 3 in one block. The block is always dilapidated and it's precarious in its foundation. Because you can give money to the church, but it don't circulate. The pastor got a smile that's fake. And everybody in the community is crying broke. The church is always stacking cake. But there are levels to this shit. Think about it. When immigrants go to another country, they do it for a better way of life, right? But if that's the case, then you can't say the same thing about my ancestors. A better way of life was built up their back. In fact, many came to this country the way convicts go to court. Their hands and feet were fettered to the ground, down in the bowels of a slave ship like cheap fish, saltwater seasick and suffocate from the stench of their own excrement. Now, wait a minute. The train is coming. I gotta go, y'all. Take it easy. Check them out, book.